Welcome to WSDH Live 91.5. My name is Jay McGrail, and I'm the chair of the Sandwich School Committee, and this is our weekly podcast. Today I have the opportunity to have two terrific guests from the Forestdale School. I have Marc Smith, principal of the Forestdale School, and Lynne Phinney. She's one of the kindergarten teachers up at Forestdale. So I'm excited to have you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, we're excited to be here, Jay.
Yeah, sorry that there was traffic getting down here, the big trip all the way from Forestdale.
Yeah, for meeting us. There's a parking lot.
Yeah, that's all right. Hopefully it's not because of the bus drop off at Oak Ridge.
No.
It was a big crash, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Glad that we got you here. Well, thanks for coming. So I guess to start off, before we're going to get into it, talk a little bit about the kindergarten program up there, but first a little bit about you guys. Marc, I know this is your third year now? Or
It's my third year at Forestdale, but fourth year in Sandwich. Yeah, I started as the wing school principal, and then as we started and entered into the reorganization process, I moved over to Forestdale for the 1 year. Forestdale was K-6, so I could be there and do a lot of the work to get it organized for the change, and then reopen it, I guess, as a pre-K2, and then now in second year as a pre-K2.
Yeah, it's starting to really come together for you.
Yeah, I think it's been, last year was like a year of firsts, like everything we were doing for the first time. And the nice part and we learned a lot of lessons, just even some simple logistical things. I was just talking yesterday about the schedule. We laid out what we thought was going to be a great schedule, and then we found like traffic jams at different places and just all sorts of different challenges that we were able to fine tune going into this year, and now we're not doing everything for the first time, so it's been kind of nice.
Well, it's noticeable. I mean, obviously you see me drop off every morning, and every part of the school year this year has gone really smooth. It's like you guys could never tell you're in your second year of operation up there with the configuration that you have.
Yeah, I'm just lucky. I got a great staff. They do. They're all early childhood people. They all know the needs of the kids and know that little kids need support in different ways, but they're also do a great job of working them towards independence. So like now this time of the year, you watch and all the kids know where they need to go, know how to get there. They do so much on their own, even the kindergarten kids, from entry all the way through to dismissal and everything in between. It's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, I like the configuration, because it's having a daughter that's in second grade. She feels like she's like the senior.
Yeah.
And she like exudes that.
Yep.
Like she really feels like she's like the older kids. And she's in second grade.
Yeah, no, and it is pretty cool to see. They do. Second graders do take on that persona and that responsibility. It's pretty amazing to watch. And just even like simple little things we do. We started something this year with the second graders. I have them come down like a couple kids at a time. We have a rotating schedule through all the classrooms where they come down and do help with the Pledge of Allegiance, and just to see like the pride. So they're on the announcements across the entire school doing the pledge, and it's just something you can see. They kind of beam with pride when they all get their chance.
Yeah, it's funny to see that, and like Caitlin had the opportunity. My daughter had the opportunity to help the first grade chorus class.
Yeah,
and she loved it. She's like, I have to help the little kids. They need help, and the first graders be good. The second graders, but just having that opportunity, I think that's something that I didn't see that originally when the configuration was laid out, and I really see value in that now. It's really it's obvious that it's a helpful thing for us. So Lynne, tell us a little bit about you. What drew you to kindergarten and to Sandwich?
I actually have always loved working with children since I was 15. It's amazing to hear them speak and their understanding of the world already. And I actually started with the district 9 years ago, and I've been a kindergarten teacher for 7 years here. Sandwich, actually, I was drawn to Sandwich because of the May Institute used to be a part of the integrated preschool program, and that was my position. And then I just really loved it. It felt like a family right away being in Sandwich, so I was hoping to get a professional job with them. So I've been with kindergarten for 7 years, and I'm the team leader the last 2 years, and I love my job.
That's great. You have an awesome job.
I do. I have the best job, I think.
They make movies about your job.
Funny ones.
Well, it's
starting our source.
I'm glad to have you guys both here because there's a lot of parents right now that are like trying to make this is a huge thing coming up for them. They have preschoolers. Next year, their kids going off to kindergarten, and they're stressed out about it. I've been there, and I'm sure you guys have too. So tell us a little bit about the process between now and September for those parents.
Yeah, so actually, on the day we're recording, tonight we actually have, so tonight is March 9th, so we actually have an information night tonight that kicks off sort of our kindergarten entry season, for lack of a better phrase. So tonight is a 1 hour presentation, mostly directed towards parents, although they're they're allowed to bring the kids. There's nothing says they can't bring the kids, but the presentation is more geared towards parents. And basically, I talk a lot about what is our kindergarten. Give them some information about some of the steps that'll happen to get the kids ready for kindergarten. Talk a little bit about entry, sort of where it is we're looking or expecting kids to be as they come into kindergarten. So some ways that they can support that in the, there's still a lot of time before kindergarten actually starts. And tell people a lot about our program. And then that will lead into next week actually starts the actual registration. So we have it broken up where we have the alphabet broken into 2 chunks, and then we have a during the day session for the first half of the alphabet and an evening session for the first half of the alphabet, and then same thing, and a day and an evening for the second half of the alphabet, so that people, depending upon their work schedules and all those things, that they have a time. And then,
This is for registration?
This is for registration, yes. We have 4 different opportunities for people to register. I mean, you can still come in and register at any time, but we try to get the bulk of them done during that time, because there's a lot of paperwork that needs to get collected, and the nurses need certain amount of stuff, so we just try to we have some defined times for that. Then that'll lead into, in April, we'll have we'll bring the kindergarten kids back, or the entering kindergarten kids back, and we'll have a practice bus ride. We usually put a couple other activities in there, but it's an opportunity that the main kind of draw is to get them to have a chance to practice on the bus. And then in May, we bring them in for screening, which is a state mandated part of kindergarten entry. We're also going to have a great, this year we'll have something new where we're having a resources fair. So we're talking to all sorts of different community resource organizations that support families in all sorts of different ways. And we're going to have, because the parents, when kids come for screening, they have a good 20 to 40 minutes, depending upon the child, where their child is off in the screening, and the parents are just sitting and waiting. Yes, there's information for them, for their family. So places like from places all the way from the library and the programs that they offer, all the way to like fueling assistance if that's something your family needs, and everywhere in between.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
That's the first year?
That's the first year, yes. It actually was an idea that came from another kindergarten teacher and our CFCE through the Sandwich Partnership. She's helping to organize that part of it.
It's cool.
So we're excited about that. That'll be the first.
Do you guys get involved in that? And the teachers? Do the parents have an opportunity to meet and the teachers?
Well, they usually just meet the person that's screening at that time, but we're all usually clustered in a group. This is the first year we don't have kindergarten in the springtime, so this is kind of a rollout for us too. Usually we're in like a little area together, and there's a play scenario, and now it's just us in our classroom.
I'm sure when they come for the bus ride, they want to see some of the teachers.
Yeah, and we have like on the screening day, the teachers do the screening, but it's not. At that point we haven't done placement or anything, so it's not necessarily that teacher. And like Lynn was saying, we have what'll be a little bit different this year is we have the one day, May 30th, and it's already on the school calendars. There's no kindergarten for the current kindergarten, and for the preschool actually too, because all that staff is going to do. Normally we spread it out over about 3 days, and I substitute out the teachers.
And this discussion at the calendar.
Yes, exactly. So we're looking to do, and that allows us then to have, since we have it all in one day and have everybody on one day, it allows us to do this resource fair, which we're really excited about.
That's cool. It sounds a little bit different.
Yeah, and then the PTA always sponsors too. Once the classes are assigned, we always have a day in the summertime where the kids come, and it's a PTA sponsored event where the kids come and they get to meet the other kids in their class. And that's like the second to last thing we do. And then on the very first day of school, kindergarten has a slightly different schedule than the rest of the school. They come in smaller chunks when their parents bring them in. And that's sort of like a mini open house. They really get to meet the teacher in small groups, ask the questions, see the classroom. They're there for about an hour, and then they go home, and then the next group comes in.
Yeah, I remember doing that as a parent.
Right,
so, yeah. The parents get in and meet the teacher.
It's really great.
Yeah.
It kind of gives everybody a little bit of, ease about coming in, and they feel a little bit more relaxed. The adults met the teacher, and the kid has met the teacher with the adult, and there's a little bit of like, this is my room, so it's really exciting.
Yeah, it seems really important for the parents and the students. Actually, probably more for the parents because they're freaking out about their school.
And as we'll talk about tonight, it's really a big. They're putting their trust in us to take care of their kids, and that I personally, and I know the kindergarten team as well, take that responsibility pretty seriously. But they have natural worries, especially if this is the first child in going through the schooling experience, they have natural worries like that's a big school. Like how's my kid gonna find their classroom? And so that
How they get off the bus.
right, how they get off the bus, all that stuff. And it's, you know, I have confidence, I know my staff, I know how we have everything set up. But that first day helps to kind of reassure, you know, their kid knows the path and they get to see all the staff that's out there for the first and the second grade, so they get a really kind of sense of the support that's available inside the building.
No, I know that's a stress. Like it definitely is as a parent. You have no idea. Like you see this little kid that can't even do anything. And you're like, how in the world is that kid gonna get from where I leave them to their class? But the truth is you guys do this. This is your job.
Yeah.
This is what you do.
Well, Marc set it up so that there are additional staff support throughout the hallways too to get everybody where they need to go for the first couple weeks and even a little bit longer for the kindergarten. So there's always somebody right there to help somebody even if they do get confused.
Yeah. So parents have choice in kindergarten. So what makes Sandwich? What makes you and your program unique and special? I mean, what makes you love what you do?
You know, I think we do a really great job of blending the expectations for the state and the Common Core with still making kindergarten fun. Kids love to come to school, they love to learn. And even though there's this high expectation and the kids have no idea what we are expecting them to do, but we do it in a way so that they are enjoying coming to school. And I think seeing the progress, like you said, like they are so little, they can't do anything. And then now I have kids problem solving problems for me. You know, like they're like, oh, Mrs. Phinney, we have library today and not music. I'm like, oh, you're right. You know, I mean, they come so far in that time. It's also really great to see the way they think. We have opportunities that it's student-led activities and not just teacher-led activities, so they get a chance to be in charge of their learning and develop themselves as thinkers. Our staff also really understands the importance of the whole child, so we're not just focusing on their academic success, but we're also paying attention to how they build friendships and are they able to take a problem and solve it themselves. So there's a lot of little pieces that go to what we do, but every single person that I work with loves their job and loves kids, and they're there to support them. And I really do think I have the best job in the world. So
there's a lot of people that would tend to agree with you.
Yeah,
Really cool.
Yeah, it's really great. So those are just a few. I could go on, but
there's also people out there that would say that you're insane for doing
well, yeah.
But you know, I don't know. I think you're right. I mean, those what you do is so much more than just teaching those kids. Like those relationships, I know, as a parent too. You know, those are so stressed that first you worry about how's the kid going to get to the classroom, and then you worry does anyone talk to my son or daughter? Are they okay? Do they like it there? That's a big part of you guys' job too.
And that's actually one of the things that, I'm in a couple of different state groups, and then we get visitors and all sorts. And I find myself every time that somebody comes to visit our school, or I'm talking about our school in different places, I always find myself coming back to the same thing, which is that one of the things that I'm most proud of as the principal of the Forestdale School is the way it feels inside the school. And it's a really hard thing to describe until you actually walk through the halls there, and it's all them. They create from the moment the kids walk in the door, they start building this great sense of community inside their classrooms. And last year, especially, they all really focused on that because it was our new opportunity. And my only real goal for them was to make the kids feel in that classroom that they were safe and that they were building friends inside that classroom. And I was really only classroom focused. And then it just happened. It was great. Yeah, and it was, some of the teams started organizing things to do so that, they got together in larger groups. And, we have this thing called a town meeting once every 6 weeks or so. We get the whole school together. And you just started to see the community expand, and now it was already this way last year, but it's just, I don't know, and I wish I could put a word to it, but there's just this real strong community feeling, and it's just this friendly place. You come into the Forestdale School, one of the things on our mission statement says that we are kind to one another, and it's a really thing that everybody takes seriously. And again, my staff is amazing at building classroom community and then supporting that out further to build school community.
Well, it's clearly working. I mean, you guys are both doing an amazing job. It's an awesome building to go in. I mean, as a parent, as a school committee member, as a resident, it's one of the best things we have in our town. I think is the Forestdale School and everything you guys are doing.
Well, thank you.
And we have the principal of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
It's publicity for that. We're on TV.
Yeah.
This week, Mark was identified as the Mass PTA Principal of the Year. So
Yeah, it was.
congratulations.
Thank you. It was a great honor. I don't know. I'm not one for tooting my own horn, so. But
I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank
You do
you.
an awesome job. So that's about it for the time that
I
we
had something else, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
I asked my class today what they wanted everybody to know about kindergarten, how they felt about it, and they said, well, they learned to listen, so that's good. Science, learn to read, and we cannot forget lunch, recess, and specials. So they get a chance to do specials, and they really enjoy
What's their
that.
favorite special? What's the consensus?
I think they really like gym. No offense to anybody else out there.
Once again.
Yeah.
I saw something, I'm not sure if it was Oak Ridge or Forestdale, when they were doing mini golf.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Forestdale. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm in the golf business. So lining them right up.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. The next pros.
Thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Mark. And,
Thanks, Jay.
join us next time on 91.5 WSDH Live, Sandwiches Community Radio Station and TV. Thanks a lot.
WSDH Live is recorded at WSDH Studios in Sandwich, Massachusetts. We are executive produced by Paula Johnson with podcast production by Ryan Hill and Nick Polidor. Remember to check out WSDH on TuneIn.com and the TuneIn app for more great content. As always, thank you for supporting Sandwich Community Radio. We'll catch you next time.